Heartbeat, heartbeat. Oh, you got a beautiful heartbeat. Beautiful heartbeat. Beautiful heartbeat. You got a beautiful heartbeat. Look, see, she was about 5'7", brown skin, straight 10. The baddest in the city and the finest of her friends. Baby girl is fine, I ain't talking emotion. I let her ride the ride, baby girl roller coasting. It's over, gotta let the side chicks go. She rides my highs every time I feel low.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bianca here with another video. In today's video, guys, I will be doing a video about living in Miami. It's sunny Miami. Don't you guys love when I do that and I have absolutely I got a little bit of boobies. But it's my favorite thing to do. I have lived in Miami for about 8 years now. I originally came here for school, and after I graduated, I wouldn't say that I loved it so much, but it was more fun than going back home, so I stayed. And boy, it has been one experience from its inception. It has been a crazy time, okay? I have went through so many different things while living here. Honestly, I wouldn't trade them or change them for anything in the world, honestly. If you ever get a chance to just move anywhere, guys, no matter what I say in this video, I encourage you to do it. I think that can help you totally get out of your comfort zone and just help you to just find out who you are and how you'll handle situations, etc, etc. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the weather. Guys, the weather here is so bipolar, but for the most part it's very beautiful. You could be on one street and then like 2 blocks away it's like pouring down raining. It's the craziest thing in the world. Or like, for instance, now that I'm making this video, it's wintertime. The weather is so bipolar. Just yesterday it was freezing cold, and when I say freezing for here, guys, the lowest the temperature might go here like 40 degrees, 50 degrees, but that's maybe a day or 2. It doesn't last. The weather is always beautiful in sunny Miami. I'm so crazy about the weather here. I can't see myself living any place where it's gonna be freezing. So I always want to leave here, but the weather is always a plus for this place, always. Second thing, something that you would probably want to know when you move to Miami is the environment, the social environment. Guys, living in Miami is not for the weak or the faint of heart, okay? I have always been pretty privileged here. I've had a good time here. I've always gotten to do a lot of fun things, but Miami is very superficial. It's so superficial. People get caught up in name brands and followers and jewelry or whatever the case may be, but everything here is also very fake. It may seem like everything is so grand, and in reality it's not what you think it is. You could be talking to somebody who's wearing nothing but flashy and they could be homeless. On the other hand, you could be talking to somebody who looks like he's homeless and he could be a billionaire. It's so crazy. You'll find that there's a flashy people here, and then when you hear people say that everything is kind of fake, it's not even just like about the lives that they're living. Somebody's whole body could be fake, and that's like so normal here. We don't even like bat an eye. For you to know somebody that has something done is like a normal thing. Cool, you know? Obviously, if that's what makes you happy, everybody's happy for you. Okay, I'll give you guys like 2 pros and 2 cons. There are pros and cons to that social environment and to living into Miami. You know what? I'm gonna get right into that because I think you guys should know that. Like I said in my last video, with everything that's bad, there's always something that's good that always comes out of it. A lot of people out here faking it till they make it. It works well for them, trust me. I want to give you guys like 2 good reasons why you should definitely try to come and live in Miami, and I'm also going to give you guys some things that you also should look out for. We already talked about the weather and the social environment. One of the good things about living in Miami is that there's always something to do, guys. Always something to do. Whether it's partying, whether it's going to the beach to relax, or going on your friend's yacht, or going on your friend's yacht to party. I mean, listen, there's always something to do. Maybe not very productive things. I mean, yes, there's always productive things to do because like any place, this is a place where you really have to hustle. You can't just think you're gonna come here and live your best life and you don't have to put in the work for it, because let me tell you guys, unless you got a sugar daddy, and which, girl, if that's what you do, salute to you. But if you don't have a sugar daddy, then you gotta work. And a lot of people think they can come out here and just play and they don't have to hustle, and it's like, baby girl, like you don't even know what you're getting yourself into if you think you're gonna come here and just sit on your and not do nothing. Like, girl, what are you thinking? You know, what's going on? And of course, the other good thing is that there's always good weather. There's always good weather. Like I said, it is bipolar. You know, it might start raining where you're at for like 10, 5 minutes, maybe 15, maybe an hour, you know, but it's gonna stop, and then the rest of your day it's gonna be beautiful. That's how it is. Rain doesn't stop anything around here. A little bit. Let me stop lying. It does, but it doesn't. It does, but it doesn't. And so obviously the two cons would be, it seems so very grand here. It might not necessarily be how you think it is. You can get caught up in the fakery or trying to keep up with the Joneses. That person that you're trying to keep up with is like homeless. And that's why I think it's always definitely good to just not look at other people's lives and think that they're living so much better than you, because 9 times out of 10 they probably aren't. Or they are, but still, like, that's not your business. But yeah, like, you just never know. You never know what that person is going through. You could be a normal person coming out here and completely love yourself and get caught up in the fact that everything has to be perfect here, and then you get caught up in the plastic surgery of things. And I mean, like I said, to each its own. I don't judge anybody who does that. In fact, hell, in a couple of maybe 20 years I might want to try something too, you know, who knows. I think the best way to come into this place is like making sure that you're being you, because when you are yourself, you always stand out. Yeah, just be mindful of those things, because like those things are totally happening. I know a lot of people think, oh, I go to the beach, I see all the tourists and blah blah blah. But and another thing, I hate going to the beach. When I had to work on the beach, both times I would hate having to leave the beach and then come back home. Honestly, I live like right over the bridge. But to go to the beach and have to deal with the traffic and the polluted air all the time, like, guys, it's the worst for us. We hate it. Us locals, you probably never see us go to the beach unless we work there. You know, you go to the club, but that's different. So the clubs, guys, the clubs, listen, if you're bad, guys, I feel bad for you. Like, you gotta spend money, like hella money, in order to get into these clubs, unless you big plugs and connections, you know. If you're not, then you're gonna pay a lot of money to get into that club. And a lot of guys, broke as will pay to get into the club and can't even buy their own drinks. Whack. But us girls, we don't have to have money to do. If you're a bad, you're gonna go into the club, you're gonna get drinks free all night. You might even find some guy that's gonna take you out to dinner or whatever, and y'all don't have to do anything. You'll just never see him again. That's a normal thing in Miami for girls. That's a normal good night for a girl. While that is a con, you can so get caught up in what's going on because people are always partying. A lot of people also too think they'll come here and they can party every weekend. Yes, you can when you don't have bills and you don't have a job. And when I was younger though, I thought I could go out and be able to get up the next day for class at like 8 o'clock in the morning. That at 26, not happening. I need to recuperate for like 10 days. Yeah, but you can really get caught up in just going out all the time. And I find girls, I don't know a lot of girls, because a lot of girls that I know here are like bad that know how to go and get the bag. But I know a lot of girls that can get caught up in that cycle of just like going out every night and every night, every night, every night, every night. And they get caught up in it and they don't even realize it, and then by the end it's too late and they're all partied out and they gotta go back home or do whatever. They can't pay their rent and now they're a prostitute. It's like, I'm kidding. It happens a lot. My next thing is, okay, rent. I get asked this all the time, like, how is the rent there? Like, rent here is expensive, okay? I live in an okay area and I pay about $11.50, which is not bad. The heart of Miami has like a lot of different like sub areas that you can go and live in. If you live in Brickell or downtown or any place like that, you're gonna be paying like crazy amount of money. For one, I know somebody who lived in a studio for like $1,700, which compared to New York and LA prices, I see is not that bad. There's a lot of different places. If you live in like the Little Havana area or North Miami or Miami, Little Havana, I don't know, Little Haiti, Overtown, the rent is a lot cheaper, but like also too, like you might not be in the safest area. So like if you live in Midtown or Brickell or downtown or anywhere on the beach, that rent is gonna be crazy expensive and you're paying for like the amenities, but your room size might not be big at all. It might be like actually really, really small. For the safety, you're paying a little bit more. I know people who back home told me that they're like paying for a townhouse for as much as somebody's paying for an apartment here, If you're going for the look also too, like then if you're keeping up with the Joneses, that becomes expensive as well. That's why I don't recommend doing that, especially if you can't keep up, like don't do it to yourself. So it's pretty expensive. I would say it's pretty expensive compared to like most places to live here. Definitely cheaper than New York or LA. If you work, you know, you probably could afford the rent. My experience, like I said, I got to do the craziest stuff, guys. I have so many stories of living in Miami. Almost comical. And thank God that I made it through so many situations safe, because I'm not gonna lie, coming from a small town, I was living la vida loca out here, okay? But I was still like such a saint, but I also still was out here living my best life, okay? Like my bestest life. I still am to a degree, but I'm more responsible, and you know, that's why I can make this video, because I can really tell you guys how crazy I used to be. Now I just rather stay in the house because I just don't like going outside and being around a lot of people, especially since this corona started happening. I still like to go out and party every now and again, quarantine, but I be scared as when I come back in the house. I be like, oh my gosh, did I get that? No, I wear my mask. I try to wear it as much as I can, but you know, like when you're drinking and eating also, you have to take off the mask and then you're still around people, so it's like, but you know, I try not to think about it too. But I'm still being safe, so it's cool. We're good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is my take on Miami, and I think I'm gonna do a part 2, like a more organized one, because I feel like this one was kind of all over the place. It's some things that you need to know. Definitely could tell you a lot more about a lot of other different things. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you share, like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I love you. Have a good one.
She boosts my pride every time it seems to go. Oh my God, what a prize, let us behold. She the queen of all queens, that's how it seems. Every time she in the room, she don't blink. She gotta keep a goal focus, one thing you don't notice. You my flavor, now come and pour it all on me, baby. Happiness, I enjoy happiness, and I enjoy love, and I enjoy. Just give me your flavor, we gon' mix it up, we gon' mix it up. See, I enjoy everything, and I enjoy life, and I enjoy. Just give me your flavor, and we gon' be alright. Beautiful heartbeat, beautiful heartbeat. Oh, you got a beautiful heartbeat.